Hi and welcome to this short video about how to handle your code when hoisting, deploying, jibing and packing it away again.
So when we start to hook up the code, we take the tack with the furler and the furler line and put that into the pad eye at the bow or your bowsprit. So when you're hooking up your sheets, it's important that you make sure your sheets runs freely outside of the boat. And then you just plug them in to the glue and make sure they're not twisted or tangled in any way. And for the last part, we'll plug in the head to the masthead halyard or the spinnaker halyard we're using for the codesail. And then we should be ready to go.
When hoisting the code, it's important to get enough tension in the code to make sure that it's not too loose, because when you get enough tension on the code, it's going to be easier to unfurl the sail.
Now you're ready to deploy your code. When you have the sailed-in furler, you have to make sure the furling line runs freely on the deck, which it does here, as you see. So now we're ready to deploy the sail. So I will now hold the furling line forward so the sail can furl out. Stand by.
Here we are keeping the bungee forward to make sure that the line runs freely inside the drum. Setting up for jibe, you want to make sure that the sheet can run freely, because you have to ease the sheet and furl. So you go on deck and furl the sail, meanwhile the person you're out sailing with eases the sheet. When the code is furled in, you can start to do the jibe. And after the jibe, you can deploy the codesail. So for taking down your code, you just have to put it down on deck. And the reason why we actually put the sheet on the inside of the sail, then when you have the sail on the bowsprit, you can just pull it on the windward sheet, so you can put the sail in front of the headstay and get it down to windward, and then you have control over the sail. Then you just ease it down on deck and put it back in the bag.